This is our Valentine's Day episode.
You look crazy.
Mm.
It's okay. Fix it. Fix your head thing. You have to look like a beautiful bride. Welcome back to Unsupervised Sisters. I'm Michelle.
I'm Christina.
You can listen to our podcast on all podcast streaming services.
Or you can watch it on YouTube.
You can follow us on Instagram. Our handles are below and together above. If you're listening to it today, you might want to check out the video to see our Valentine's Day themed wardrobe.
Inspired by our mother's
Love.
happiest love moments.
Our listener segment choice of the week is
Bitch.
And
We just had a bitch moment.
it happened like 20 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell my part first because then it makes the whole thing make sense, right? If I tell what happened, how my morning started off, I guess it started last night. Okay. And you don't know any of this. I was going to tell you this on the show, which is why I didn't tell you this last night and why everything went down the way it went down. Last night, we took Lucky out of the cage. Backstory, I rescued a squirrel, 2 weeks old, kept it alive like it was this fragile little baby, hairless.
Now she's a full grown
She's a
outside
big
squirrel.
Well, she's a full grown squirrel. She was an indoor squirrel, but she's full.
There's no such thing.
There is. She only knew the inside.
Okay.
So we took her out last night, and every time we've been taking her out, little by little, she's just not wanting to go back in her cage.
Out like just to run around the house?
Yeah, I'll just open up the door and then she'll like jump around like
Yeah.
on top of my curtains and like jump on us, and we all hang out with her and scratch her, give her food, all this stuff. Like in the beginning, it was like put her back in the cage, like all good. And then little by little, she's been over the last like say month. Every time it's time to put her back in the cage, she's like jumping that way, jumping this way, avoiding the cage at all costs, right?
Yeah.
Which is understandable. It's a cage. Like you want to be a free squirrel. So
And it's a big cage. It's a fucking like ferret cage.
it's like
That's just huge.
it's a 6-story cage.
Yeah,
It's not a
it's
tiny little
huge.
cage. And I
And
have
she's
like
got-
2 hammocks
Yeah.
and like a little hide.
It's like a fucking luxury cage.
Yeah, it is definitely the Ritz-Carlton of cages.
Mm-hmm.
The day before yesterday, I tried to put her in. She didn't want to go in. I told Madeline, we got to start thinking about letting her go because she's not wanting to go back in the cage. She let her out yesterday, and it took us an hour to get her back in the cage. Madeline got...
What's she doing? Like holding the sides? Like,
No. So there's 3...
No!
There's 3 different doors to this cage, and every time we'd get her close to the cage, she'd just jump on the top of the cage, nope, bitch, not going. Or she would jump to the curtains. Madeline tried to get her like backwards, and then she would like run, but her nails are really sharp, so she scratched Madeline in the face. And Madeline, yeah, no, she just tried to run, like scratched her. I was like,
leaving.
it's time, because I'm like, it's time. She doesn't want to go in the cage.
Yeah.
Like she's done with this. She's telling us she's done with it. She wasn't being mean or aggressive or anything like that. She was just trying to get away from the cage.
Mm-hmm.
And I told Madeline, I'm like, I think it's time tomorrow. It ended with me taking Julian's fishing net and having to catch her with the net. And put her...
Do you have it on the ring camera video?
Oh, there's an hour of
I want to
camera
see
video of me with the net chasing her around. But here's the thing, by the end of this, she was terrified. So scared.
Aw,
She was
so sad.
shaking. I caught her in the net. She escaped. And then she finally just went into the cage, and we closed it right away. And she was in there scared. And then it went from fear to aggression. So when squirrels are mad, instead of growling like a dog growls, they click their teeth together. They make this noise, and then it like this, and then they'll jump at you. I got a video. Let me show
Did you
you.
Google that?
I Googled like squirrel language when I got her at 2 weeks old to know what she was saying to me. I wanted to know what she was saying. Like, if she's scared, is she warning me about something? Like, I wanted to know what she was saying. This was her last night. You're not even going to believe this.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she was not herself. You know how she is.
Oh my God. Oh, that's fucking wild. Yeah.
So I was
Which
like,
is
it.
that's not even her fault. That's a natural thing.
yeah. So I
Then
didn't
you
fault
guys
her
know
for that at
so
all.
you guys, it's not like people listening to this will be like, oh wow. No, they
No.
fucking helped this squirrel, and they see now that she's like okay, more than okay. If she would have been left in the state that she was in when you guys got her,
She would
she'd
have
be
been
dead
dead
right now.
She would have been dead. Her sibling was being eaten. It had its head eaten off by a bigger squirrel, and
It was
she
during
was
the
next.
hurricane.
Yeah, it was right. She fell from a tree after a
Mhm.
hurricane. I don't even know which one. This morning we went in, like she slept it off. She was fine, and we went in the cage, and she was snuggling up with us again. And I took her out, and she crawled on me, and I'm like, Madeline, like today's the day. I drove her to a wooded area. I walked out with her on me. She crawled on the floor, went into the grass, came back to my foot, and like crawled up me again. And I put her on the tree. And then she just climbed up the tree and she went, and I put a bunch of food on the floor. So that way, if she needed it, it's there. And then I went and took Madeline to school, and Christina and I were supposed to come.
Wouldn't that be crazy if like a bird just
I thought about that. Like a hawk?
Yeah, just
like caught
anything.
her?
Just
That would have been bad if she saw it, but
I'm talking about just in general. Like you think she's out there frolicking with friends.
well, this is why I went back.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning of the story. So I drop off Madeline at school, and I'm on the phone with my the other sister. I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna go check on her. I'm like, I don't know if I should leave her alone, but I think I'm gonna go check on her. I see her, and I'm sitting there with my sister on FaceTime, and I'm like, look, she's still there. She's on the tree. And Christina calls me, and I'm like, didn't answer it. We're supposed to be coming to mom's house, but I just needed to make this stop, but I didn't answer it. But I'm like, oh, other sister, look, she's like on there or whatever. And Christina calls again, and I just don't answer it because I'm busy. And not even 5 minutes later, not even 5 minutes later, this big SUV just rolls up to me, and I'm on the phone with the other sister, and I'm like, is that Christina? And it's like,
Yeah,
next to me.
Yeah, I did.
And I lower my window, and I'm like, hey. And the window drops down, and Christina's in tears, crying. I'm just like, bitch. And I'll pause the story there, and you can go ahead and go start from where you started.
So I have no idea what's going on with her fucking squirrel. This is the first I'm hearing of it. Are we?
He's taking the picture of us.
This is the first I'm hearing of it.
It's a video.
Oh, it's a video.
Okay, go.
Okay. Paparazzi. This is the first time I'm hearing about the freaking squirrel. So I'm, to my knowledge, supposed to be waiting for her. Like, she's like, oh, I'm dropping off the kids, whatever. Go to mom's house. So I went to Starbucks and then came to mom's house, and I'm here in the parking lot waiting. I check the freaking I see that she's in the area of her kid's school. So I'm like, all right, I'm listening to fucking different podcasts in my car, just chilling. And then a while later, I'm like, what the fuck? This bitch is taking forever. And I call her, and she's like, oh, I'm just going to Starbucks real quick, and then I'm heading over. I'm like, all right. I see her in Starbucks on the Find My. That's the last time I looked.
Okay.
And then I'm just watching my podcast, and then I'm like, fuck, man, what the fuck's taking so long? This is crazy. She should be here by now. I look at the Find My again, and she is in the middle of a forest. Like, and then I zoom in, like, to see if her car's moving, and it's not. It's just parked. And I'm like, what the fuck? In that moment, I didn't even freak out. I'm just looking. I'm like, you know how sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, it kind of says you're in like a different area. So I'm like waiting for that to like readjust. So I'm like, all right, she's probably just in that area. So I call her, and it wasn't rejected. It rings, like 5 rings, and then goes to voicemail. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go back on the Find My, and I look, still parked in the same spot in the middle of the forest. And this is a little deep in. This is like, yeah. So I call her again, and then I think it was rejected that time. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, whoa. And then I'm like, in my head, my past near-death experience and trauma right away goes to the worst. A million things flashing through my head. And I'm like, oh, maybe I should go because it's not far from here. So I literally just went to Find My and then hit directions, and it's like she's 8 minutes away. The beginning of the forest is like 2 minutes away. So this bitch is in the forest. So
but to be fair, I'm always in the forest.
Okay.
Always. Like,
granted, when you're on a photo shoot, when you're like doing you time, but you are supposed to be meeting me.
Yeah.
And you're late. You're very late. So that's not even a possibility in my head. So I go to the gate of where it is. I'm like, hey, this is gonna sound crazy. And I was like, have you seen this girl? And I show him one of her Facebook profile pictures. She's got her like legs out. And like, I just zoomed in the picture. I'm like, look at her face. I'm like, she's in and I described her car. And then I was like, look, this is her location. Where is that? He was like, well, it's like a mile or two up the road. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, you go in, you make this left, and then go straight down. It's like, there's a parking lot at the end, but it looks like she stopped on the side of the road in the middle. And I'm just like, okay. I'm like, and he's like, hey, I'm not even in charge. You're going to go in here. Just go. So I go through the gate, and in my head right away, I'm just so pissed off at my boyfriend because he doesn't let me carry my gun.
Because you're crazy as shit.
Okay, whatever.
But that's why.
I'm crazy until something happens and you're like, oh, well, that was justified. So I'm not allowed to carry my gun on me. It's in the safe, whatever. But in that moment, I'm like, fuck, I need my fucking gun. And so I'm just following this GPS, and then I see her car from afar, like just parked in the middle. I'm like, fuck, this is it. Like a million things in 2 seconds are running through my head. I'm like, where are her kids gonna go? What are we gonna do? Like, what? Yeah.
Where are kids?
Yeah.
And mind you, I'm in my car like, look at this.
Yeah. I don't fucking know that. And I'm just like, fuck, man, what am I about to pull up to?
What did you think though? What was like the picture in your head? Like bloody me or like
Okay.
like how what
You
was
could-
my dead face?
It wasn't. It was like, all right.
What was it say?
There was a few different things because there's a million things in my head. So one of them was your car was there, but you weren't in it. Like whoever was there, like dragged you in the fucking
dragged
woods.
me through the woods.
And then I'd have to get out, and that's leaving me vulnerable without a fucking gun
Without the
to
gun.
walk through the forest to look for you. If
Yeah.
I had my pew pew on me.
You're ready to
So
look for
I
me in
was
the
ready.
woods.
I was fucking ready.
Okay.
That's one scenario. The next scenario would just be I pull up to your car and just blood splatter on your fucking
Oh,
on your window. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. When I was driving to your car, a car passed me and I looked like
To see
clearly.
who it was?
Yeah.
You
I'm
like thought
yeah.
about like
Mhm.
characteristics
Yeah.
of the person.
Right. And the car
What
and the car
car?
description and everything.
Wow.
When it passed me,
You watch
I'm
too
like
many
looking.
murder shows.
It is what it is. It happens. All
Yeah.
that shit is real. But this bitch just pulls down her fucking window with her phone in her hand, just chilling.
So I thought it wasn't you
And-
because the back window opens and
I
I'm
open
like
the back
she's
window
by
because I'm just like
herself.
fucking. I'm like freaking
she's in
out.
there
I'm
like-
like nervous. Like yeah, look. And then she's like, "Look at the squirrel," and I'm like, "Bitch."
No, I said, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
And she's tears
Ariana.
streaming down her
Ariana, what are you doing here?
she has tears streaming down her face.
But those are like not even. I'm a Cancer. I'm a July Cancer. Like my tears don't mean sadness. 90%.
You would have been that was a little bit of
95% of
sadness.
in that moment it wasn't.
Oh.
In that moment it wasn't sadness, it was rage, it was fear, it was like it was just a lot of stuff. And when I saw you too, that was like, bitch, what? While I'm still like trying to get my words together, she's like, look at Lucky. I'm like, fuck that squirrel.
But
What the fuck?
he said, fuck that squirrel. Where is she?
I did. I'm like, where is she? You're like, did you think I was dead? And
Yeah.
I'm like, look where we are, bitch.
Yeah.
In the middle of the forest. You're late to meet me. Why are you here?
I'm letting Lucky go.
Oh my God. Oh, then a truck pulled up. The park safety people. Did he say
Mhm.
something to you?
I lowered
That
the
was-
window and I said, did you talk to my sister? And they go, no. And I'm like, oh, she thought that I was dead in here. So she came to find me. And they're like, oh, well, I'm glad you're okay. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine.
But that's good that they have people like driving
They
around.
always do. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because that is a murder spot for sure.
Actually, that's not the smartest place to go. If you wanted to drop a body off, that wouldn't be the place. Either way, whatever. It was just a matter
Like,
of
what
like
the
I
fuck?
was just trying to keep the squirrel situation for the podcast. And then it just fucked it up.
I don't know. But anyways, and then I know I freaked out the guy at the gate. So on the way out, I turned back. I was like, hey, I found her. I'm so sorry if I scared you or whatever. I just want to let you know that I found her. She was just with her squirrel. He goes, oh, the girl with the squirrel? Yeah, I saw her come in. And I'm like, bitch.
Well, because when I was coming in, I was trying to like hurry up so that he wouldn't see the squirrel. But then the squirrel jumped from behind my head to the other side of the car. And I'm like, hey, gotta go.
Yeah, he's like, oh, the girl with the squirrel?
He definitely
I
saw my
know.
squirrel.
He told me.
He for
He's
sure
like, yeah, I
the
saw her.
squirrel.
I was like, okay, thanks. He's like, I'm glad you found her. I'm like, okay, bye. But
Yeah.
just, what the fuck, bitch?
Yeah.
Bitch?
I mean-
That's crazy. You could have at least been like, hey, bitch, I'm
But I
gonna
was-
be even later. I'm gonna stop and check on whatever. I gotta stop somewhere real quick.
But I was on the phone with the other sister.
Like, looking at like, look at this. The
That's-
middle of the fucking woods, but it says your email location could not be found. Why? What are you doing? Like, what? That's both of our bitch.
Lucky's a
Fucking
free
moment.
squirrel now.
Good for her.
You know,
Let her roam free.
she is.
There's fucking squirrels everywhere on this bit.
Be free because she
Mhm.
went a little cray last night.
That was
That was my bitch
Rabid.
moment, actually.
that was you know what that was?
She
Like
wasn't rabid. She doesn't have rabies. She was
no,
just
that look
Pissed.
like Zootopia.
When they go,
Yeah.
what is it called? Oh my gosh, what is it called? You think I'm gonna go?
Yeah.
Savage.
Savage.
Oh, she went savage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm savage.
Bitch. What? What?
Let me throw it
Cassie.
up and you catch it. Catch it.
Do it again.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Valentine's Day
Oh.
is quickly approaching. How do you feel about Valentine's Day?
I'm indifferent. I don't care or not care for the holiday.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's sweet when
Right.
somebody gets me something, but I don't feel like I need something. I like doing like things for the kids, like making it cute for the kids and like doing like little candy things since they're gonna know it's happening anyways. But like in a relationship,
But let me ask you this. You don't expect that. I mean, not expect it, but really think anything of it in a relationship. But you don't think getting your kids candy every year is setting them up for the love aspect, like showing love, like to someone by gift giving.
I just think it's up to them to decide like how it's up to them to decide
Yeah,
how they go about
no,
the
but
holiday.
our mother raised us like celebrating every core holiday.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that shit. And I love it for my kids.
I love it for my
I
kids.
love it for my
I
kids.
don't need it for me, but I love it for my
But
kids.
did you love
Yeah.
it when we were growing up?
I did. That's
You
why I love
love
it
it.
for my kids because
I
I feel
feel-
like I almost even feel like I loved it coming from mom.
Oh, yeah.
Like I loved getting that extra love from mom. And
That's
then,
exactly what it feels
but
like. It's like,
I don't know because this is where I kind of stand with your boyfriend is that I appreciate random acts of love as opposed to like mandatory acts of love.
okay, yes, that's how
More.
he is. He's not yeah, so my boyfriend's not a holiday guy, which I'm kind of like, like, okay, I accept him for who he is, but it kind of is like, that's not who I am. Like, my love language has always been gift giving.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people think like it's the actual gift, but no, to
Mhm.
me, it's not. It's the thought behind it. I want to see you enjoy something. It doesn't even have to be an actual gift. Like it can be an experience.
Mhm.
I've looked up fucking fishing charters. I know he loves to fucking fish.
And you hate it.
I fucking hate fishing. I
Yeah.
hate outside. For me, if it was something, the hobby that I enjoyed, like, and someone did that, that's thoughtful, you know? And it's
Yeah.
not an actual gift, like wrapped in paper. It's an
It's the thought.
experience. It's
It's
the
the
thought.
thought.
And I know that was mom's intention too when we were little girls, was not to buy our love. It's the thought. Mom has always been, and that is the
On
same way
Christmas,
I
you'd be
am.
the one like sitting with her coffee.
Bitch,
Like,
I sit there with my mug and I'm just like, let's watch this go down because it's gonna be good. One of the twins is 5 years old. He fucking loves Barbie and princesses.
girl.
Barbie girl.
Barbie girl.
He loves Barbie girl. I don't give a fuck. It makes him happy. It was Christmas and I got him a Barbie. I got him a couple, but when he opened it, the message to him is not big, I don't think, because he's 5 years old.
He doesn't see it as a
He
girl
doesn't
or boy
see
toy.
it as
He just sees
that.
it as a toy.
But like in my eyes, it is like that makes you happy. That's what you want. Here's your fucking Barbie. It's the thought
It's the
behind
thought
it.
because you could have gotten him a dinosaur
Yeah.
thing. So
He was in a
whatever.
dinosaur stage and he's over it. He needed a new cup for school for a water bottle. And I got him a dinosaur. He's like, I don't like dinosaur anymore. I want Barbie girl. And I'm like, okay. And the next day he woke up for school and he had a
Barbie girl. thing.
Barbie girl.
And he was so
cup, and
happy.
he was so fucking happy. He loves that
So
cup.
happy.
It's the
about
thought.
Yeah.
It's the
about
thought.
the thought
I don't
from
give a
little
fuck.
to big. It's the thought.
I love all holidays because it is a break from reality. You can literally have the shittiest fucking week, but that day when it's that holiday, stop. Like sit in that moment of just enjoying something.
It's deep.
My boyfriend's mindset on it is like, oh, I don't like the world says we have to celebrate this day or
Yeah.
whatever.
Rather do it randomly
He likes
than on
random
the day
things.
where you're told to do
Right.
it. You can bring home a dozen roses on Valentine's Day and your girlfriend or your wife or whoever is expecting it. And it's like, oh my God, it's sweet. It's Valentine's Day. Or you could do it on a random Tuesday where they're not expecting it and they're like, oh my gosh, like what they didn't expect it.
Right.
I think that for me is more special. So indifferent. I'm indifferent. You love
Yeah,
it.
I think I would enjoy both. I like the random acts, and even if you see it coming, like it's just it's nice. Yeah. So that's how I feel about it. That's how you feel about it.
So speaking of love, what are some things that you love?
Like items,
Items.
things that I love to do.
We're gonna do both, but items first.
Okay. I love what do I love right now? I love sourdough bread.
You do.
Bitch, I'm on a sourdough kick. And I watch TikTok videos of people making it, and I have no desire to ever fucking do that. There's a million steps. But I've been buying homemade sourdough from sourdough bakers, the people who do all that fucking long process and
She
shit.
looks them up on Marketplace,
I
though,
do.
and this is where I disagree completely because it's not like a bakery where like it's a clean
But you know
place.
what? Support small local fucking
Bakeries, small
damn
local bakeries,
doesn't
not like
matter.
a
No,
house.
the bitch who I bought it from was a mom. Like, how do I'm paying her fucking
Okay,
bills. Oh,
but
this fucking dress is stabbing into the zippers.
you don't know if this person has a cat on the counter, has a dog
Oh,
with dog hair in the air. Like, are you gonna
gorgeous.
see the little dog hair in your
Nice.
little sourdough bread? Or is that what makes it sour?
I don't know.
I don't trust people's home bakeries.
That's not true either.
I don't.
That's
I
not true
can't.
either, bitch.
I
We
needed
used to
to
get
so
we
that
used to
it's
get
clean so I
birthday
can eat
cakes
it.
by a home baker.
Yeah, but I knew her.
So you know she's never scratched her ass and then fucking
Scratch your ass and touch can happen anywhere.
yeah,
I'm
true.
talking about a clean
So,
or dirty
okay,
kitchen. I've
someone scratches their ass and then mixes their fucking dough with it in and out of a fucking home bakery. Would you know?
no.
So what's the difference?
It's
What if
like-
someone fucking scratches their crotch? Their bread's on your bread.
Ew.
Double you said.
Publix makes their sourdough bread every day.
Okay, so does this bitch at
Fresh.
home. When I order it, when I write her,
Fresh every
hey,
day.
let me get
Does she have any
one of
dogs?
those things. Yes,
You heard the dogs barking.
I did.
Are there dogs in the Publix bakery?
No.
Just think about that the next time you bite into your sourdough bread.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
What
how
else
about
do
the
you love?
bitches with the hairnets in the bakery? How about the bitch who fucking is baking for hours and just casually wipes her sweat? Bitch, flick that thing in the mix.
Into the bread.
Yeah,
Yeah.
blood, sweat, and tears in that bitch. Yeah, could have a cut from slicing something on her finger. Drip, drip of blood.
You see somebody in Publix with a cut, they have a finger condom on. Have you ever picked up your bread from that bitch with a finger condom on?
You think their nets don't get itchy? You
Does
don't
she
think they're
ever wear,
scratching their
does
scalp?
your girl ever wear a net?
I don't know.
No.
Whatever.
She
Anyways, the baking process, it sanitizes everything. It's in high heat. So
Doesn't take out hair.
that's one thing that I love. I love coffee. I need it every single day.
But
Do
not too
not
much.
talk to me before. Not too
Not
much.
too much. Just
Because I'll
enough.
just get a little,
Panicky. A little jittery.
yeah. Or I'll switch to decaf. I love coffee. I love sourdough bread. That's it. Let's stick to two. I
Oh.
love different things, but those are my top two right now.
Okay, I'll just do two then. I love my camera because it's my work. I do photography for work, but I also like doing it outside of work. And then I love, I'm sticking with that chair, the chair at the car wash place. It's a massage chair, and I should
Shit,
Massage
massage. Does that massage you?
it massages your butt
That
cheeks.
massage you.
It massages your butt cheeks. Like it actually grabs each cheek and it like pushes them together and then like massages them apart. Things that you love to do.
I love to sleep. I fucking love to sleep, but I also feel like I'm going through some like
I'm done.
bless you. I feel like I may go.
You maybe
I
go.
just had a chest pain.
That's
I
not
don't know what happened.
good.
I know. I feel like I have some like hormonal issues or something, but I love to sleep.
Sleep is
I
for
like
sure
to
number
sleep.
one.
I like to travel. As much as I don't like to go outside, I like to go outside with like good purpose. Like if I'm like seeing something that I've never seen before.
I don't think I would want to
And
travel with you,
also,
though. Mm-mm.
yeah, no.
No.
I wouldn't want to travel with me either. Because once I'm done with certain situations, I'm done. Like I mentally check out and then I'll ruin everyone's time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, because if I'm done, you got to be done too.
You make them done.
Yeah, I know.
It's
Sometimes
awful.
I feel bad after. I acknowledge that. I also like to travel just to say that I've been somewhere.
Just for the plot.
Yeah. What do you like to do?
This is the one that like our love to do's are very different.
Yeah.
Like
Ugh.
we are alike in a lot of ways, but we are so different in this way. What we like to do on our free time to relax or like on our off time and to enjoy ourselves is like black and white day and night. I like to be outside. I like to be like feet in the ground, touching the trees, on the water, kayaking down the river, like feeling like Pocahontas, seeing the manatees, finding the gators, all of that stuff. And look at her face. She looks disgusted.
It sounds so buggy.
But I don't like the bugs. I
It
still I
sounds
spray
buggy.
myself.
It sounds sweaty. It sounds like
I like
you
hiking.
know, oh, that fucking sound when the sun is beaming when it's like and you just look up and the sun is like Saharaing on you. Like
The
fucking
sky is kind of like
oh,
heat waves.
just heat. You can see the heat waves. Worst fucking worst moment.
I
I gotta
don't
get out of
love
there.
the heat, but you got to know how to be outside because I don't love the strong heat like that. But I like to be like, if it's hot, I'm going to be on the water. If it's cold, I'm going to be probably hiking where I can warm up by
Hiking, like,
moving.
just fucking hurts your feet.
If you have the right boots, it
Hurts
doesn't.
your like no.
It's worth
Remember
it.
the time we went to Puerto Rico and we climbed El Yunque and I
No,
halfway fucking I
we didn't get to go all the way to the
yeah.
waterfall because you were crying.
Yep. That
And we
was
were like,
sad.
the lady on
That's
our
an
way
example
back,
of
the
me
lady's
ruining
like,
it for
we
everyone.
were 2 minutes away
I
from
don't
the
give a
waterfall.
fuck.
We almost saw the most beautiful waterfall
I
in the
don't give a
rainforest.
fuck. I saw the most beautiful waterfall when I went. Was it a waterfall?
Probably not. It was probably a stream
No.
because you don't walk to any
Yeah,
waterfalls.
I've seen waterfalls on
Stupid.
TV. I don't give a fuck. It was too much and I
So
was
dumb.
done.
And mom, oh my God, poor mom. Now that I'm a mom and now that I'd like done the vacation thing with my kids, oh, I want to punch you in the face for her because she brought us to Puerto Rico, took us to this mountain to show us this waterfall, and you were bitching and crying the whole
Yeah,
time.
but she didn't say the walk was that long.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not doing it.
That's like in New York when you wanted to wear those heels, those stupid fucking sneaker heels
Oh,
around
those were my
Central Park.
jam.
And you
Sneaker heels were
you
my
had what hat did you have
jam.
on? You
I
had
don't
some
know, a
stupid
little
hat.
beret thing.
Yeah, like a beret,
Stupid.
a pink beret, sneaker heels.
Yeah,
And she was like, "We're
I
gonna
had
walk
white
Central
jeans
Park
on,
and we're gonna go to Tavern on
white
the
jeans
Green."
on, a
Yeah.
pink shirt, and a white puffer jacket.
I'm pretty sure you
Thought I
sat
was
on the
killing it.
floor in your white jeans,
I don't
like
give a
pissed
fuck.
off
Yeah,
that you were
done.
walking so much. You're like, my feet hurt. And you made me,
Mhm.
well, it didn't make me. I always felt bad for you. So I would go with you. Like when you would start crying, I would stop and be like, oh, it's okay. I'll stay here with you. And I walked back to the hotel with you because mom was like, fuck that. You can go back to the hotel and change your shoes. And you were like, I'm going by myself. Don't care. And I'm like, no, don't go by yourself. I'll go with you. But you
Mm.
were such a bitch. You
Yeah.
didn't care.
I still don't. I would do it again.
Yeah. Okay, so I love being outside and I love to travel too, but I love to travel with a different purpose than you. I like to travel to go adventure and explore different things in different like terrains than we got here. So when I went to Oregon, I went on the hikes on the cliffs, and when I went to Asheville, I went to the waterfall hikes and I like just to go to like different
Yeah, no. I
adventure
want to go on a
places.
cruise. I want to go chill on the beach in different islands.
Oh, I like to fish too. I love to fish.
Yeah, we gross too.
Yeah, I love fishing.
It just takes forever. Ugh.
It's not even that it takes forever because I had a line with a thing that you could have caught. You caught a fish in like 2 seconds and you caught the fish and you were like, cool.
Yeah. What? If we're not eating it for dinner, what are we doing? Love.
Never knew.
Oh my God, bitch. But I knew once we started. Oh, wait. Do it again. Bitch, this
We
shit
gotta
is
hit it, right?
itchy. Hold on.
Ready?
But I knew once we started kissing, I found. Okay, bitch.
What's your favorite song?
My song.
No, not favorite
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
What song do you love? Your current favorite song do you
Oh,
love
yeah.
right now?
Love. What song do I love? I love Messy by Lola Young. That song resonates.
Sing it again because you told me, but I forgot.
And I'm too messy, and then I'm too fucking clean.
You
Tell me get a job, and then you ask where the fuck I've been, where the hell I've been. Come on, and then ask where the hell I've been.
You
Told me get a job, and you ask where the hell I've been. Yeah, I need like a reference.
Then I'm too.
Wait. Then I'm too perfect. Come on, man.
Come on, it's your favorite song, bitch.
Hold on,
Till
it
I-
is. Hold on.
Then I'm
It's
too
because you're throwing me off.
perfect till I
Hold on.
open.
My big mouth, yeah.
I want.
To be me, is that not allowed? Shut the
Jeez,
fuck up. I
man.
do know it. You're just
No.
come on. I just need a
No,
beat. Give me a
no.
beat. Bitch. All right, what song do you love right now?
What did you say about my brother? That's not a straight song, brother. You stay away from my brother, cause I say so. If you put your paws on my brother, you'll make the jaws of his brother. Those are the laws for my brother. Where'd he go?
That movie was so fucking good.
It was so good.
It was so
It's
good.
Made for the millennials.
Definitely
for
not for
sure.
the kids. The kids did not fucking understand
don't
which
appreciate
cub
it.
was which at the moment. But it made sense that why
Yeah.
they didn't understand because it was a prequel.
Yeah.
So it shows Mufasa growing up.
My dress is completely like
Yeah.
coming off the
You're
back.
having a moment.
Oh,
You're like
no.
just like
I'm like, I'm talking to you like And it's completely
Your
unzipped. My
titty.
titty's out. Oh no.
But that movie was good as fuck. Like,
It's so good.
definitely a lot of references to the original Lion
Oh, it
King
was so
that you're
good.
like, oh shit, that's
Yeah.
why this happened, and this leads up to that, and da da da. As an adult, I'm like, whoa, this is fucking great, and it was. The
It
music
was
was
good.
really good.
Oh, Lin-Manuel
Yeah,
Miranda.
the
He
music
can
was.
do no wrong. He's
Mhm.
amazing. I
Yeah.
love him so much. All right, back to Valentine's Day. What are your current plans for Valentine's Day? And what would be a dream plan for Valentine's Day?
Well, my plans for Valentine's Day are always the same because I'm a server. I'm a server in fine dining, so we get fucking
Slammed.
slammed. We get our asses fucking rocked literally every year. I love it so much. So I'll be working. I'll be working on Valentine's Day, but usually I'll spend it like with my boyfriend another day.
And what are your dream plans?
My dream plans are my boyfriend planning something romantic for me. If he just says, like, I've got something planned. You know me. You know what elements I like to be in, what elements I don't like to be in, what things I like, what things I like, what food I like, what food I don't like. The whole dream date is him
Picking out the things
picking
you like.
out based on what he thinks would make me happy. Just do something with purpose, with thought, something thoughtful that he would plan for us.
That makes sense.
What are you doing? And what would be your dream date?
When is Valentine's Day even?
Friday.
I don't have plans. No, I don't have plans. So I am going to give the kids, I got the kids something for school too. I am going to give the kids their Valentine's Day stuff. They go to school, I take them to their dad's, and I might just get a massage that night. My dream date would be being surprised with a trip somewhere where we can adventure together, see some animals with somebody that actually enjoy being around. That's my dream date. On the same but different note, we went online and asked what were some of your worst or
Worst.
nightmare dates?
Yeah, worst date.
This one that I'm going to read now has to be my favorite. This person did ask to remain anonymous, but said that we could share it on our next episode. It was July 2022. I had just moved to Orlando and wanted to see what the dating scene was like, so I joined a dating app. I matched with someone who seemed nice. We went out to sushi and she arrived completely drunk. It was fine with me, bad first impression, but I wanted to see where the night went, as I'd never been out in Orlando and could use her as a guide if anything else. She took me to a bar shortly thereafter and proceeded to drink even more, which made it awkward for me as I personally don't drink. About 30 minutes had passed and she invited me to go to the bathroom with her. Wasn't sure what to expect, but maybe she was going to throw up or something and needed supervision. We go in and she locks the door and proceeded to sit on the toilet, slouched over. I'm standing there in the corner. I'm standing there in the corner and asked if she needed help with anything, to which she replied, no, I just really needed to use the bathroom. About a minute passes and I smell the horrid smell of shit fill the room.
Yeah, smelling a stranger's shit is the worst. It's so offensive. Like, oh, I can taste it.
Are you taking a shit? I asked. She replied, yes, without hesitation. I started laughing in that my first date in Orlando, a girl literally shits in front of me. Is this what the Orlando dating scene is like? She started crying and the rest of the night stunk, no pun intended. I got her an Uber thinking I'd never hear from her again, but a couple days later she asked me on a second date, to which I declined, to her shock and dismay. I deleted my dating apps and didn't go out for another month after that.
What a boss ass bitch.
No.
Reaching out again, like, hey. Like,
No.
what? You just didn't give a fuck?
I think no. I think it
Oh,
would have been funny.
man.
Like, it would have been like,
That's
oh my God, I
hilarious.
can't
That's a
believe I
good
did
one.
that.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna actually reach out to him again and see if he
Yeah,
wants to
like,
go out
hey,
again.
you
Like,
remember that time?
remember that time I shit?
You remember that time? Put you in the bathroom, thought you was gonna get some? That's crazy. But she must have been tore the fuck up
Well,
because
he said that she got there drunk and she kept on
Yeah.
drinking, so she was
Already
definitely
know.
drunk. And I feel like drunk shits are kind of nasty too.
oh, they're not solid, I'll tell you that.
No,
Yeah.
they're so-
Imagine the sounds I was hearing.
It's
Yeah,
rancid.
that's a bad first date.
But did he stay in the bathroom the whole time she was shitting? I would have
Shit.
left.
Like, as soon as I smell shit, are you shitting? Yes.
Out.
Bye.
I'm out.
Peace out, bitch.
Yeah.
Nasty hoe.
You never. I bet she had like some point in that night where she just looked in the mirror and she was like, I'm fucked up.
Oh, I hate that.
The bathroom is where it always hit me.
Oh, the bathroom is where it hits
It's
you.
always
It's crazy because you go from loud, like party, then you go in silence, and you're just
Smack.
like in a fucking, it
Drunk.
smacks you in the face. Bitch,
oh
you
my
have-
God.
Yeah, you're just going in.
What's
right-
happening?
You're
It
just
just kept,
going
I,
in
but I
right
turned
now.
it on. I put it back on and
You're turning that dress like all sleazy. It's a respectable dress. It's
know.
a respectable gown.
she's very demure.
Respect it.
I'm trying.
That shit's got stains all over it.
What the fuck is
the
that?
fuck is that?
What was mom
There
doing?
were stains on this
There's
one too.
stains on that
This
too,
one
yeah.
looks like she
But,
stepped on it.
okay, but this one's not a stepped on. This is definitely like a
Like food. She was going to town.
maybe she was drinking coffee.
Yeah. Maybe it's shit.
Maybe she was eating a bruschetta.
My wedding dress is gonna be so dirty.
Is
Just
your-
drop food all over it.
You know the break dancers that they spin on the
Oh,
floor?
yeah.
Windmill.
Windmill's crazy. I'm gonna do the caterpillar.
The worm.
The worm.
Caterpillar.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the worm.
What were we talking about? Oh no, that happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, should I read another story?
That's what it was.
What?
The story of the girl being all fucked up. Bitch, there's been so many
No,
fucking times.
But the Wall Street one specifically. Wait, remember that time I was taking a shit in the bathroom and you called me out?
in front of the attendant, the bathroom attendant and everything?
Yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
it smells like shit in here. Michelle, are you taking a shit? And I was shitting in the club. It was a small bathroom too. There was only like two
the
stalls.
bathroom attendant standing there with the spray, like,
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, spray some extra of that shit.
There was only like 3 stalls.
She's blowing the club up. Oh, fucking moth came out of nowhere,
Oh my God.
attracted to our lights.
Yeah, anyways, but in Wall Street, you went in the bathroom and I was in the bathroom washing my hands and I just hear you go,
One of a million times.
but you're like, help me. And I had to go
What?
into, you said, help me.
Oh.
And I had to go into the stall, stick my fingers down your throat and make you throw up.
Oh, yeah.
And then I go out and I think you're okay now, but you stumble onto Wall Street. Everybody's there.
Yeah,
And
she
you
put 'em
stand
out.
on the edge of the street and you lean over and you vomit everywhere.
Projectile. It was funny because I'm like projectile, fucking exorcist vomiting. And like I look up and it looked like paparazzi. There were just like a million.
The moth that came back.
It was just like
Oh,
a
it's
million
right
cameras
there.
on me. Yeah, that moth.
She was standing there like this with vomit. She's like, help me.
Yeah, my God.
And I grabbed her ass and
Like
snatched
whisked
her out of
me
Wall
away,
Street.
and then you're like, "You want a hot dog?"
Yeah, that always helps.
And we went to go eat. Fucked up bathroom moments are the best, but this one was not the best. This was bad. Like I was out with a friend, and we went to a bar or whatever, and we're just taking shots of Hennessy, just shots of fucking
Disgusting.
Hennessy, right? And then everything's good, the party's good, the music's good. I'm like, yeah, let me go to the bathroom real quick. I went to the bathroom. That wah moment happened, and everything. The room just like kept going like this, and then I'm in there by myself. I don't know. Next thing I know, I remember my friend opening the stall door because
It's back.
now that I think about it, I did what that bitch did. When I had the want moment in the mirror, I went in the stall to sit down. And I
when
just
you
had
shit?
my hands, just to have a seat to like have the wall. It's a fucking moth. Just to stop the room from spinning, I went in the stall just to be in a quiet like space.
Mhm.
Oh, so I totally get that bitch.
But-
yeah. I didn't know I was gonna like, yeah, she started shitting, but whatever. So I was by myself and I just sat down on the toilet with my hands on my head. I'm like, whoa, like, please, God, I promise. This is the last time I'm drinking, make it
Every
stop,
time.
you
Oh my
know?
gosh, it's horrible.
And next thing I know, I don't know how long I was there for. My friend was picking me up off the floor of the stall.
Oh my God.
But I don't remember. That shit came straight at me, straight attack, straight moth attack. But yeah, I'm not sure when I went down or whatever, but all I remember was him. I guess he noticed how long I was taking and went to come check up on me. And
Yeah.
I was on the floor of the bathroom stall.
Wait, like face down on the floor?
I don't remember.
That's disgusting.
I remember I was just on, like, I don't know. And I was just like, and he had to like carry me out.
Oh, how awful.
Yeah. You know what? I think about that now as a mother, and it's just like, fuck, man.
Imagine your kid
Imagine your
in the
kid.
bathroom on the floor.
Like, yeah.
Ugh.
Ugh.
I got really, really drunk at this party, and there was a guy that had this motorcycle, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna ride my bike," and I'm like, "Cool, I want to come." It was like an old man motorcycle that had like the seat in the back and like the handle thing.
Oh man, motorcycle.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
And it had a cup holder there, so I put my beer in the cup holder. And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. He goes on the street, and he's like, "We're just gonna go to the gas station real quick. We'll grab another couple of drinks." And I'm like, "Cool." We get on University, and he goes, "Want to see how fast it can go?" Like,
and
fuck
yeah, drunk, you're like,
I
fuck
said,
yeah,
"Fuck yeah, let's do it."
You wouldn't even, no fear,
He
no
hit-
fear when you're
No
fucked
fear.
up.
Listen, he hit 100 on University, and I was holding on to him, and then I was like, "This is amazing."
You let go.
There was a bat.
You let go.
I had a bat.
Oh my God. Like free, like a fucking
It was,
butterfly.
no, but there was a back to the seat.
It doesn't matter. How about sides?
There was handle, it looked kind of like this actually.
Oh, that's pretty secure.
But not really. It's a motorcycle still. There was nothing holding me in. It hit
What a beautiful
100.
moment.
When I saw it,
Yeah.
I was hugging him first and I saw the thing hit it and then just like, we go to the gas station, get some more drinks, and then we go back. And on the way back, there's a dirt road.
Aw.
And he goes, "Do you want me to hit it again?" I said, "Absolutely." So then he goes and he
Yeah,
starts
he
going
could've went
fast.
over a rock.
When he started going fast, the bike goes like kind of like, and I'm like, "Stop, stop, stop, stop." He just took me back.
Oh,
I went
my
back, but
God.
really scary. And then I posted that actually on Facebook because I was stupid and like young.
Mhm.
And that's when Padrino unfollowed me. He stopped following me on Facebook. He was like, "I'm not watching you kill yourself." And I'm like, "Oh,
I love him.
yeah, he's the best. He's great." But yeah, crazy times. Okay, here's another story. Might sound silly, but it was a huge turnoff for me. LOL. I went on a movie date with this guy I had been talking to. He bought himself a kid's meal and didn't offer to buy me anything.
That's not silly at all, Billy. You want to hear something? One of my first dates, he took me to the movies and he had like a coupon.
But I don't mind a coupon.
On a first date, I don't mind a
Doesn't really
coupon with my
matter.
man, but on a first date,
I haven't been on a first date in a long time, but like if he
It was
found a
a first
coupon
date.
that was like for a first date, I'd be like, "Cool, you got a deal." But if he kept on being cheap, then that would be like,
yeah, no, that was the reason why. Because I'm like, I know this guy.
he was already cheap before
He was
that?
a cheap guy.
Okay, well, then
that's what I
that's
meant.
different.
The date was we went to the movies. He's used a coupon and then we went to Denny's and had milkshakes.
Okay,
And I guess
that's cute.
that doesn't sound terrible.
No, it doesn't.
Just kidding.
Ew, what's wrong with you?
No,
Oh, this one. I once decided to date outside of my usual type and dated this guy who was a big muscle dude. He had some strange kinks in bed, but I'm not a kink shamer. I tried to stay open-minded, but he knew I was incredibly insecure with my body, especially my stomach, after having kids. He decided during sex to grab my stomach's skin folds and say, "This is daddy's fat fucking belly." I was mortified. I assume that was his voice. I was mortified. I froze up, and he kept trying to get me to repeat it back to him.
Oh, hell no.
At this point, I just closed my eyes and prayed for it to end. Needless to say, I haven't been intimate with anyone since.
Closed my eyes and prayed for it to end is giving rape vibes. I'd be like, get the fuck off of me.
I feel like I was
I
like,
think I'll. Yeah! Oh my God!
the bottom of my stomach.
Yeah, I donkey punched the
Yeah.
fuck out of him. Get the fuck out of
I
here.
would never let him finish.
Oh my God, yeah, give him that fucking satisfaction.
I was once a very sexual
fucking
person,
kidding me?
but I now can hardly look at myself. Worst experience of my life.
Yeah, don't let that shit get to you. Some guys are just douchebags, and
Oh my
that's just
gosh.
like a douchey
That was horrific.
situation, but not all guys are like that. That's
No.
fucking gross.
But can you imagine trying to get naked in front of somebody after you've had that experience? Any normal person would have insecurities, but yeah, don't feel that way because first of all, you know who this person is too. I'm going to show you. And she's gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Beautiful. Beautiful girl.
that's disgusting for a guy to fuck that up for her.
That's a lot and that sucks.
That's terrible. That's super shitty, and guy sucks.
That guy
sometimes.
sucks.
That guy sucks.
He's awful.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck him.
that is a kink to be shamed because
Yeah,
he shamed you.
I'm gonna donkey punch that motherfucker.
Yeah.
All right, this is our first, but also our last "What Hurts Now" segment because it's not good enough to stick.
It's not really much to talk about.
Yeah,
Unless, and if there ever is something to talk about, we'll just talk about
Yeah,
it. We don't have to make a
randomly.
whole.
yeah, segments. So, but we have to do at least one. So, what hurts now is always my fucking knee. Okay, so this started when I was on all fours.
Oh my gosh, you're gonna go there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. That's where it did start. You
It
told me
started
about
there.
it.
I was on all fours for a while and I was just trying to hang in there. And like I felt it like kind of like aching, but I was, in the moment, whatever. But ever since that fucking day, like excruciating pain, I had to go to the hospital one day and they're like,
Did
"You
you
have
say you
fluid."
stopped though?
Mm.
You were like, that's how I knew it was real because
Oh,
I stopped.
forgot it
I was
stopped.
like, I
But I
couldn't.
went, but I did go for a while though. I was
But-
like, but I couldn't go no more. I was like, all right,
That's
I
enough.
gotta
You
stop.
were in pain because you
Yeah.
called me right after, like, bitch, my knees
Yeah,
are-"
I went to the hospital like maybe a week or two after I started having that pain because it was so fucking extreme. Like it hurt to walk. The ER doctor said that my knee was full of fluid, like on top and like in the back of my knee and the back of my leg and everything.
Mhm.
And he's like, you need an MRI, but I can tell you, like, you by what it looks like, it's like torn meniscus. I've done a couple things like to try to reduce the pain, which have worked, but for like overall, when I sit down for a while, when I get up, it's like, like it's not been moved for a minute. Or sometimes I'll be laying down and it'll just like fucking spasm, like start zinging.
Yeah.
So my knee is my current pain, and I'm just like, how fucking old am I? What hurts now?
What hurt this last week was my arm. I fell upstairs last week trying to move these lights and
Oh
stuff
my God,
around.
bitch. I was down here. I just heard boom, boom, boom. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck was that?
I caught my entire body weight against the wall with my shoulder. And then when I was walking the other day, I felt it. It was just really sore. But what hurts now, as of today, I think it's my heart.
Bitch? Oh, because the squirrel.
Because the squirrel.
That
hurts.
Your heart
Funny.
is crazy.
You're very insensitive.
Oh.
I'm going through a lot.
Yeah.
And I think it's my heart. I think that's the biggest hurt right now. I thought Madeline was gonna take it the worst, but I definitely am. Like when I leave here, I'm gonna go back over there and check on her and see if she's still there.
I'd be sad if she's still there. If she's still there,
Should I
will
take
you
her?
take her? No, bitch.
I
Keep
know,
her
I
playing
just
those
gotta, like-
videos. That's crazy. And God forbid she fucking attacks the kids.
But I'm gonna go check on her. So that's what hurts now.
Fucking it's fucking stabbing into my back.
Do you want to show them the back?
Stabbing.
If you're looking, oh no, wait, don't hit the microphone. Lift up your veil.
I'm your back, bitch.
My back is closed. My back is
No, it looks fine. All right, I gotta pick this up.
Okay, so that's the end of episode 4. You can find us on our Instagram handles listed below, on our One Together listed above.
You can listen to us anywhere where podcasts stream and watch us on YouTube.
Whether you love Valentine's Day or hate it,
Yeah.
have a happy Valentine's Day.
If you don't have no one to love, just love yourself.
Wow, we love you.
We love you. Happy Valentine's Day from us. Oh.
This is the one that got married in.